for my corners and every fuck's my jury. It's a thing that I reject, you people. Politically correct. Politically correct.
This here is our production area. This is where we do a lot of our layouts and a lot of our film-ready artwork for various posters we do here at Arcane Agenda, which I'm the curator's edition and also part owner. There might be piles of stuff like this.
Nice.
Different little pieces. These are freebies we give away. We make these in the leftover paste margins of prints, of larger prints. This is actually a self-portrait. Now you know why I wear the bag.
All right. That's awesome.
A little bit of freebies.
Let me see that bride's one. Yeah, that's cool. That's the Demos one. Cool, cool, cool.
Are based on 1930s. These are originals, they're not real books.
Okay. All right. And then what was your inspiration behind brides, for instance?
Well, this is all really kind of me growing up as a kid reading these Edgar Rice Burroughs Mars books written in the late 20s and the early 30s. And so like the bride saying, this is actually one of my ex-girlfriends.
Oh, cool.
Who posed for this. And she actually really does look like this. She's very alien looking. She doesn't have green skin tone, of course. But yeah, no, so like the whole series is like based around Mars. So Deimos is one of the moons, Phobos is the other moon. Phobos has a complex. So in this one, you know, with the bodies of beasts and the brains of men, they were the slaves of Phobos. So obviously it's a gorilla that got snatched up from Earth, and they snatched up a human being and combined the two for slave labor, probably, or to fight their wars. And this is another one of my favorites. There's different iterations of this and different forms. This one is actually glow in the dark.
Oh, cool.
And this is the Death Ride full size. It's a Buick. It's a '56 Buick, I believe. And in perfect existence, like for me as an artist, when I'm going to do like more hard stuff that's not originals, I like playing around. So this is the C of A certificate of authenticity. Doesn't match this print, but
that's what it would look like.
Right. So the edition name of the deceased, Death Ride in Eerie Red color, where it was place of release when they releasing a body.
Right.
So it's got like, you know, Santa Ana, California, which we're in right now. Number of colors, 5. The attending artist, like the attending, you know, examiner,
right.
Crayola.
Great.
Release date is like the death date, and it's actually based on a 1950s through the 60s toe tag from LA County Morgue.
There's a lot of death in your pieces. There's a lot of sort of dark death. You're not all of it, but there's a good chunk of it.
Right.
Well, where do you think that comes from?
Being punk rock, being raised punk rock.
Okay.
Yeah, so the two things are going to sell, or the three things are going to sell are going to it's going to be you know, boobs and fart jokes and then skulls. You know?
Okay.
So if you can have that in your artwork, you pretty much can't go wrong. Because the good thing about skulls is, you know, like they say, everybody has one. So you're a collector from day one. So also, you know, it's like the impermanence of life and the whole thing, especially like this. This guy's obviously, you know, it's death going out to collect some souls. This is some of the chicanery that I'm kind of known for. This is a chrome version. It's a company logo, but it's also the Grim Reaper.
Nice.
It's on foil. This is my iteration of the Los Angeles City Seal. So I replaced all the finer parts with all the goodness of a sacred hand, a squeegee, burning candle, black magic imagery, basically. You know, Marilyn Manson would really dig this. Nice. Here's another version. This is a version of the Office of the Coroner, Arcane Agenda. It's kind of like the finality of it all, and including prints, or I consider as a form of finality. You can't undo paper once you print it. You either have to appreciate it or destroy it or burn it. Here's the original version of this one piece. This actually is a black and white was the illustration, and I also did a version where I did them as a painting. I did I think 2 paintings of this in the past.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so this is like 12 by 24, but we made it as a sticker.
Tell me about these pieces here.
These are original sketches, which starts off as a sketch and then it slowly moves into becoming an ink, either traditionally inked on illustration board, and then, or most times, it will become like, you know, a digital iteration where it's just faster knock it out, get it done, do the hardline ink, and then eventually go through the color process for traditional silk screening, which is, with silk screening, it's one layer at a time. You start from your light colors, you move up through your color palette to your dark color, then you go black last. So these are representations of all the black ink work that I will do, either be by brush and ink, being done with a quill pen, as I'm an old school Hunt number 3 and a number 5. I don't use any of the traditional Marvel ink or quill pens that everybody uses. I use a special type of quill pen, unique to what my style is. You know, so like sketches. This is a study that was done before I actually did this as a finished poster, and came out, you know, based on my style. It's a lot of my style is derived from being in junior high school and back before we had access to, for the technology-wise, in the early 80s, we didn't have access to photo emulsion, where you use a piece of black and see-through plastic to represent the pieces. You actually had to cut these all out with an X-Acto knife. So my style developed as these chunks of cutting out pieces of a stencil. So the style is basically like a stencil, even though it's not really a stencil. But then again, in the silk screen process, it does eventually make a stencil. So here's again, this is for a poster project that we're doing, an official Dark Knight poster, follow-up to our previous release of poster we did about 5 years ago. So this is Bane, and this is me doing my study, figuring out how many colors it would have.
On the walls, it could be a hold. This one's too white, the next too black. Holding it all in, it makes me sick these days. Can't say anything. Things that I reject. Politically correct.
As a part of the artists union, we have a bunch of things that are stock. Like we all have goatees, we all have, you know, cool artsy glasses, either the thin rim or the heavy rim. It depends on what level you are in the secret consortium of artists. So, you know, as we're all a guild, you know, we have to pay our guild dues, but this is really just a shrine. We all, you know, people, you go to work in a cube or something like that, you have your like 1 or 2 little desktop toys. We have whole shrines.
What's one of your favorite pieces?
Oh, I actually only really collect the same thing, the same 10 things. I collect the different versions, and it pretty much would be Get a Robo. Yeah, this is my old punk jacket from circa about 86 through 86 through about 1991, and this is actually all silk screened. In fact, the jacket actually started off, I painted it blue, then I silk screened parts of it white, then I went and printed it black. So I'm known for my see-through pinups I've been doing for over a decade, and this is Miss Iridium.
Okay.
Yeah, there's several pinups in this series, and they're all based on isotopes. They'll have the names of isotopes. Nice.
And then what's that on your screen, the white and black?
This is something I'm working on. I'm drafting in the city in the background, and it's called Robot Chaos, and it's going to be 34 by 18. Like the robot will actually be metallic and stuff, and it's going to be a little bit of work.
All right, so here's the shop. And so this is the screen printing, the press, and you know, all of the pieces. These are a bunch of pieces that he's you know, they've printed, and yeah.
Yeah, if it's not
very
myself,
cool.
it's an artist.
This is a Kray right here, though. This is a Kray original. And then these pieces, again, these are all, you know, mixed various artists, different jobs he's done over the years.
For instance, this right here is the very well-known Mambo LA. He's a fine artist in his own right.
Nice.
And highly collectible and sells really well for him. And also, over the years, we've done, I don't know, 7 or 8 Harrington posters.
Nice.
That's an original Harrington, just clipped to the wall. It's for our pressman Jesus, so he can keep a little bit of the soul of the artist and use it as a talisman to warn off bad print jobs.